Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G There's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yes, I'm in the battery room again. And the reason you're looking at things so low is because I'm sitting down on my butt. I'm a little on the tired side. I've been in here all day. As you can see, I cleaned up the aims. I cleaned up the controller. I cleaned up those two controllers. I got a new fan up there because the other one had burnt out. I got that fan running again because it was down and out for a while. And look at the voltage. 14.1, 14.1. So they're matching each other now. And they're happy. And I got 24 amps coming in on the midnight at 300 and something watts and 100 volts. So yeah, there's a lot of power coming in now, and what it was is that battery was definitely bad. And I'm going to clean the top of the batteries up. I've been wire brushing them. That's why there's a bunch of debris all over the tops. But I'll get the shop vac out here and clean that all up. But yeah, this battery right here is still bad. It still had a bad cell. So I got the repair on it now that I've completely taken it out of the battery bank. Yesterday when I ran the repair on it, I still had those cables back there, the ground cables, still connected to that other side of the battery. Although the positives weren't connected, I was hoping that it would take the unit, but what it was doing was that negative was still being connected up to the bad battery, was still drawing the power down. Now it didn't shut my power off last night. I had power all night long, but it did get it down pretty low into the low 12s. So I made it a point to get up this morning and dedicate myself to getting out here and fixing that. So now that I've taken that one completely, that set out of the battery bank altogether, and these are two separate battery banks. These larger L series are all one battery bank, and then the 232s amp hour, what do they call these things, the US 2200. Yeah, these US 2200s are all the second battery bank, or they were the original first battery bank. So I did have this as a backup if I had to pull anything out of that one, because I did once. That's why I got a red one in the middle here. But yeah, everything is up and running really well now. And 14.1, 14.1. This is on Absorb right now, the Midnight Classic. And some of you out there say, well, what does absorb mean? Well, what that says is it's got a lot of power coming in. It doesn't need that much power going out because everything is running just fine with everything else on there. So it's sending extra voltage through all of the battery bank to try to fix any bad cells, or actually what it does is it stirs up the fluids in the batteries so that the sediment doesn't rest in the bottom of the battery and cause a short out between plates. So that's another nice thing about Midnight Classics. I love them because they do everything that you want them to do. Now notice that the kilowatt hours says 0.4, and the reason for that is I had to shut down the system and disconnect some wiring in order to get those batteries out of the link. And the negative wire that comes off of there and goes in a curl, goes up, that goes to the Midnight. So rather than worry about shorting something and causing a problem and blowing something up, I just disconnected it and made my reconnections all at the same time. So I'll be doing some more cleanup in here. I still can't figure out this one here. They never send you good instructions, this Chinese junk. But this is okay for running some Harbor Freight solar panels. It's only got a 100-watt input, and it's showing 13.7 volts in the charge going out. So, but I've never been able to turn on the load here, and I had the load for that fan connected into there, but I could never get it to turn on, and this green light would have to come on for it to be going on. So I just said the heck with it, and I disconnected it. And since those little fans don't draw a heck of a lot of electricity anyway, I just put alligator clips on the end of the wire and just clipped it straight onto the last battery bank, or the last battery pack there, and just let it run off of there. You know, it might draw me down a volt or two during the night, but that's okay. The other one runs off of the Rover, and when that one reaches a lower voltage like 12.4 or something like that, I think I have it set for 12. I think I have it set for 12.2. So when that one hits 12.2, it'll actually shut the fan off automatically by itself. But anyway, just wanted to show you that little time and effort, and you can get things done. Now, I've been neglecting this battery bank for a while, and I have people telling me you should do this, you should do that. You know, you're telling me to fix something that wasn't broken. I just ignore that. I never fix something that's not broken. So I did have some things break, so I'm fixing them. And while I'm fixing them, if I run across anything else that needs fixing, I fix that too. So I did find a couple of my wire ends here, and I'll be using those to make new wires up for some of the ones that have corroded ends on them. And this time I will, when I take them off and clean them and put the new ends on, I will coat them with axle grease, and that should help protect them for a little bit while longer. Anyway, I wanted to cover all of that for you early. 14.1 volts makes me happy, and that one they're kicking between 14 and 14.2. Well, it went down to 13.9 that time. That's because I got draw on it right now. But yeah, look at this. Look at those numbers. Isn't that nice? And all while it's on its board. So we've got some plans in the future for some new equipment, and that would require me to go up to 48 volts. And I could do that because this battery bank here, you can remember I bought most of these batteries I bought back in 2015. Yeah, 2015. So they've been here 8 years, or they've been powering stuff for 8 years, and they're still running good. I did have one go bad, and had to change it out, but that wasn't too bad for 8 years of service. So anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me. Don't forget, questions and comments down below. I'm getting the plans put together a little bit better on the new cabin. I think what I might do is I have this road that runs around here that goes all the way around. What I might do is take an area right over there along the road and build it with the same orientation as my existing cabin, with the door facing in that direction, so that the wind always hits the back of the cabin, not the front. And I may put a back door in the cabin also, so on the days when it's not windy, you don't have to walk all the way around the cabin to get out. Another thing I'm also thinking about doing is making the cabin a split cabin with 2 bedrooms. And that way, when I get going on the bit where patrons that pay extra per month have that advantage of getting drawn to come out here 3 times a year, they could get a chance to come out here and spend some time, and it'll be like a whole week that you get to come out and spend. And when that happens, I'm thinking that I might be able to get 2 persons or 2 couples at the same time to come on out and spend some time out here, and they can get to know each other also. They got YouTube channels, so you know, we'll all get to know each other. But in the cabin, I'll have a bedroom on one side and a bedroom on the other side, with a general area in the middle, which would be a living room combination, living room, what do you call it, kitchenette, and then one bathroom, of course, and a do not disturb sign on the door. We'll work it out. Somehow it'll work out. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Don't forget your thumbs ups. Don't forget to share and subscribe. G-Bear signing off.